they told you that God is the one we chase, that He's the destination and we are the seekers. But what if we've had it backwards? What if the one who's been chasing all along is Him? That ache in your chest when the world goes silent, that's not emptiness, that's echo. His echo, His voice whispering, "Talk to me." Not because He needs your words, but because He longs for your presence. Every sleepless night you've had, every tear that hit your pillow in the dark, He saw it. Not from far off, from right there beside you. He never left. Maybe prayer isn't your attempt to reach God. Maybe it's God's attempt to reach you. Revelation 3:20 says, "Behold, I stand at the door and knock." It doesn't say you knock. It says He does. He initiates. He pursues. You are the pursued, the wanted, the beloved. He's not watching from a distance. He's outside the door, every day, every moment, waiting for your heart to unlock. And He'll wait, as long as it takes. If you've ever woken up at 3 a.m. and felt a weight you couldn't explain, that wasn't coincidence. That was a call, a divine whisper in the stillness. Come away with me. The world teaches that love is something you earn, but God's love isn't earned. It's relentless, jealous, fierce, like a father who never stops searching for his lost child. The psalmist wrote, "Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence?" The answer, nowhere. There's not a place on earth or a depth of pain where His love won't follow you in. You don't serve a God who waits on a throne for you to be worthy. You serve a God who stepped off that throne to meet you in the dirt. He doesn't just tolerate your mess, He steps into it. He doesn't wait for your perfection. He meets you in your heartbreak. This isn't religion. This is pursuit, obsession, love at its most divine. And still, we ghost Him, ignore the pings, silence the promptings, send His voice straight to voicemail. 4,000 missed calls from heaven, and He keeps calling. Why? Because you're not just forgiven, you're wanted. He sends the sunrise, not just to start your day, but as a love letter. He orchestrates the silence of night, not just for rest, but to whisper your name. You thought those random worship songs popping up were chance. You thought that verse someone shared with you last week was coincidence. No, my friend, that was Him, setting the table, drawing near, again. The truth is, we're not the pursuers, we're the pursued. It's not us pounding on heaven's door, it's God knocking on ours. Revelation says, "Behold, I stand at the door and knock," not demand, not force, knock. Like a lover outside your soul's window, waiting for you to look His way. But we've confused His gentleness for absence. We've mistaken divine patience for distance, and we think our silence makes Him silent. But it never does. He still calls, still writes, still waits. Even when the notifications are off, even when your heart's on airplane mode. And here's the scandal of grace. Even when we ignore Him, He moves closer. Even when we fall, He says, "I'll catch you again." Even when we betray, He says, "I'll stay." That's not the love of a judge. That's the love of a groom. You know what's wild? That the creator of galaxies, who commands stars and sculpts oceans, gets jealous when your heart leans on someone else. Not angry, jealous. Like a lover who knows no one else can love you like He does. He's not interested in being your backup plan. He wants to be your first thought, your safest place, your only refuge. And still, He's tender. He doesn't force His way into your life. He doesn't yell over your distractions. He just waits, sometimes for years, sometimes for decades. Think of it. Every ignored moment was an unanswered, "I miss you." Every skipped prayer was a call you didn't pick up. Every day you thought he was silent. He was just whispering too soft for a heart too noisy to hear. But he kept whispering, through pain, through sunsets, through people, even through the ache of your own loneliness. Because real love doesn't perform. It stays. It sacrifices. It shows up, especially when you don't. This isn't a God who just lets you come back. It's a God who wants you back, who chases, who waits, who longs. You think you've gone too far, too broken, too numb. Tell me, what kind of love chases after ashes? His does, always has. From the garden to the cross, he's been running, not away from your mess, but straight into it. He's the God who wrapped himself in skin just to bleed for the chance to hold you close again. The one who cried, "It is finished," so your shame never gets the final word. You've been thinking it's your job to climb back to him. But grace isn't a ladder, it's a door. And Jesus already opened it, wide. He's not watching from a distance with folded arms. He's on his knees beside you saying, "I still want you. I've always wanted you." Your coldest silence can't cool his passion. Your darkest night can't hide you from his reach. Your worst sin didn't scare him off. It drew him closer. This isn't about you loving God perfectly. It's about learning how to be loved, wildly, irrationally, endlessly. Because maybe for once, it's not about proving anything. It's about receiving everything. He doesn't need your perfection. He wants your presence. He's not after a polished prayer. He longs for your raw voice, even if it trembles. If you only knew how he waits for you, not with a lecture, but with open arms, not with a scorecard, but with a scarred hand reaching out. This isn't religion. This is romance, holy, unfiltered, wild. The kind of love that stands at your door and knocks again and again, even after you've bolted it shut, even after you've forgotten how to open it. You're not chasing God. He's chasing you, and he's not tired yet. He doesn't stop calling when you ignore him. He doesn't love you less when you run. He doesn't give up, because love never does. You're not too late, not too far, not too messed up. You're the one he wants, you, right now, as you are. So, if he's the lover, and you're the one he can't stop pursuing, why are you still running?